Good evening to all. And good evening to those of you that's coming in, watching us on the various forms of social media. As we get ready to do this program on this evening. Woo! I'm ready to. Mm, Hoping that your day today has been great. I love you too, George girl. It's time to do it. I felt bad for me taking them phone calls last night.
Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. And thank you so very much for being here again. And you are in tune to the most controversial television talk show anywhere on the planet, probably the universe as well. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome again to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. I am your host. I am the one and only. I'm Thaddeus Matthews. Hoping that you are feeling simply marvelous and that your day has been good. No matter what it is that you've been doing all day, whether you're one of the fortunate ones who can just sit back and take your leisure, you're tired and all that good stuff, or you're somebody that had to get up and go to work this morning, it's a great day to be alive. In fact, any day that you get up is a great day. It's been a long day for me. Long day. Got up this morning, was not feeling well early this morning. My blood pressure was sky high. And I know I had a good night's sleep, and some nights I have insomnia. But last night was one of those nights that I slept well, but woke up and I have a blood pressure machine at home as well as one in the office, and I checked my blood pressure and it was up there. It was up there to the point that I had the doctor call and said, look, I'm coming into the office. And that was the time I would not go to a doctor for anything. But since I decided I want to stay around here and wear the hell out of y'all for a little while longer, I decided that I'd get up and go to the doctor. I had to do a early morning radio show out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin this morning. I think I was on the air for about an hour, hour and a half. And then I immediately went over to Dr. Faulkner's office at St. Francis, and they've added some more medication to me because when I said my blood pressure was high this morning, when you look at 203 over 127, that's a little high, and the medication that I've been taking wasn't bringing it down. So I'm feeling better. My blood pressure was a little less than that, way less than that. The last time I checked it this morning in the office. So I'm trying to stay here. I ain't trying to meet nobody over yonder in that beautiful land and that better place that you all talk about as well. All right, let's get into the show on tonight. I gotta ask y'all forgiveness on something. If I ask y'all forgiveness on something, will y'all forgive me? But before I ask you for your forgiveness, let me see if I can make a phone call. T, turn me up. Before I ask for y'all's forgiveness, let me see if I can get somebody on the phone.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
I've tried that number several times today, and I'm not able to get the person. You can bring it on down. I'm not able to get the person that I'm trying to reach to answer my call. I'm not able to do that. So all's fair there, because I wanted to hear from this person, because I wanted this person to explain to me his actions. And I got a subject that I'm going to deal with. And this person, this politician, gave me the inspiration for this show. I want to talk about the auction block. I'll talk about that. But first of all, I've got to ask y'all for some forgiveness. I took money from a candidate because I thought that this candidate was going to do the right thing. He had sat down and told me that some of his ways had changed and that he was going to do the right thing by the people. That he had made some errors in his young political life. And that he wasn't going to do those things again. And I took the man at his word. And I've been trying to call him all day because something has come up. And I'm baffled. I'm bewildered. I'm befuddled by his actions. And I ask people to support him and vote for him. And now I find him on the auction block. And it came to me as I was traveling downtown Memphis. This ain't the Aretha Franklin show, so y'all, we don't know Thaddeus Matthews. We sorry that she's gone. She's passed on. But this is about the Thaddeus Matthews show tonight. And if y'all want to do all of that, memorializing, do it on your pages, okay? In Memphis, downtown Memphis, there's a big block downtown. Big piece of granite. History says that this was an auction block. Also, it's called a block, it's called a platform from which the auctioneers would sell slaves. Slaves were sold from the auction block. Put on the auction block. Stand up there, Negro. It stood there to be offered for sale to the highest bidder. Many folk in Memphis don't even know that the auction block still exists downtown Memphis. It was a designated venue for slave auctions. It still displays the original plaque which commemorated the two kinds of trade, slaves and cotton. Plantation owners were almost completely dependent on the bonded labor. They purchased the labor in exchange for their cotton. Auction Square stands as a grim reminder here in downtown Memphis of the practice of slavery. I thought about this politician who I found out now is a slave. Okay? When you are a slave, you do what you're told. Because you no longer belong to yourself. You belong to your owner. Owners used to desire slaves with good teeth, so they have a good smile as they work. Strong backs to work hard. Mild tempers so as not to cause ruckus. Broken spirits so they won't run away. But now, they look for slaves with mental health issues. Don't want him to think for himself. Small balls. You don't want you to have no ball at all. They want you to form inflicted, as we used to use the terminology. They want you screwed up. They don't want you to have good eyes because can he see if we pull the wool over his eyes? Lame or weak. They want you lame or weak. They can't hold up your own. They want you slender. Is he going to break under pressure? Narrow in the chest. Got a love so strong for master. He will do whatever he wants. And the sad part is you don't know you're a slave and your ass is on the auction block. The bidders used to fight each other because they were so excited about getting a new slave. They sometimes raped the slave men to make the others adhere to what they wanted. You often hear in your history of slavery about the black woman or the black female being raped, but if you read a little bit further, you'll find that there were black men who were raped by their white masters so as to break them, and they would rape them in front of the other male slaves, so the other male slaves would know that they had been raped. One of the questions political slaves, while you skinning and grinning, better make sure your ass is safe, because they'll screw you too. Let me try calling a politician. Turn it back up. Now, let me turn up and see if I can, because I want to give this person the benefit of the doubt. I guess he just ain't gonna answer my call. Is he gonna answer my call?
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
He ain't gonna answer my call. Well, let me just go ahead on and deal with him then. First of all, I gotta ask the audience for an apology. I need to apologize for you because I asked you to support this slave. I brought the slave on my show. He told me he was going to be a better person. Justin Ford, why you a slave, man? Justin, you lost your Senate bid. And I'm beginning to think you might have done it on purpose. You lost your Senate bid, Justin, because you didn't campaign. Your uncle, Edmund Ford Sr., had 1,000 signs for you. Took about 200 of those signs that had your aunt's name on when she held office, Ophelia Ford, covered up and put Justin there. You wouldn't even come and pick up the signs that your Uncle Edmund Ford Sr. got for you. Edmund Ford Sr., your uncle, your daddy's baby brother, the one that when your ass get in a crunch, y'all go to get funds from. Ed has been a friend of mine for 40 plus years, and Justin, you know, I know all of y'all, and I know all of you Fords well. I know about some of the shenanigans that you've done in your life, but you came to me and you said that you were going to be a better person. I know of your works, and I know that you've worked on some things and you've gotten some things done. You brought me my money. And you know I made you pay me in cash or a cash ears check because you were known not to pay nobody. Just like I'm getting reports now that people who work for you in this campaign have not yet got all of their money for working the polls for you. But be that Justin as it is, here's the thing that is surprising, somewhat disappointing, and it really shows your true color. It's no secret. I announced it on the air here. I talked to you about it on the air here, that your uncle, Ed Ford Sr., wanted to run for the city council. Again, he stayed there 8 years. He was turned out, and all you have to do is miss a term and you can come back and you can run again. No secret to you, Justin. But then this morning, I started getting calls, and then somebody sent me a picture where you have decided that you want to run against your own uncle. Justin, you got a sign that says appoint or elect Justin Ford, City Council, District 6. In fact, I put the sign up on my Facebook page. I'm disappointed, man, because see, now I'm beginning to understand some things because I had to make some phone calls. And it seems that your broke ass, who has no job, who calls yourself being the owner of a funeral home that don't bury nobody, it seems that you jumped in bed with the white supremacists that want to change the votes of Shelby Countyans, that want to go away from one man, one vote, to this instant runoff where you can be in third place and win. But how do you, man, how do you, Justin Ford, how do you run against your uncle? Damn, that's low, brother. That's about as low as you can go. You can't say that you didn't know. And I'm hearing that lie. I didn't know you. Yes, you're a damn lie. You did know. I talked to you about it. I even talked to you about it here on the show. The night that you were here. You knew. But the white folk done got to your monkey ass. They're going to give you a little check. And see, here's the thing we know. We know you broke. We know you broke. So if all of a sudden you come up with some money to run a campaign, we know that your ass has been bought and paid for. But I'm sending you, young Justin Ford, a message. You effed up when you lied to me. Now, I'm going to come out the ads and see, you got to remember, Justin, there are things I know, things I remember, things that I can share with the community about who Justin Ford really is. You come and I took your money now. Hell, I took your money either way. But I wouldn't supported you. I wouldn't have pushed you on out there and asked people to vote for you. You lost because you wanted to lose. You didn't campaign. But maybe you lost because the white folk had already gotten to you and you would rather be on the city council than to have to travel the road to Nashville. Well, please know, you write it down on your calendar. If this is the game you want to play, then we'll play it. Your uncle has already stated he's not concerned about you winning the race. But when are black folk gonna get off the white man's auction block? And let me tell you something. And so you white folk, you don't think that I'm being racist or I'm being prejudiced. White folk in power don't give a damn about your poor white ass either. They're the ones that came up with the terminology poor white trash. You don't call black folk, you know black folk when they came up with poor white trash. They love being in your graces too much to call you any bad name. So they don't care if you are the low to moderate income white. They think about the same about you as they do about us. Not a damn thing. But when you find yourself on the auction block to the highest bidder, you do anything for $1. Anything for $1. And those of you on these pages, when y'all ain't got no face, y'all just automatically know y'all coming off the page. Okay? King Petty, have that same energy when Justin pulled up on your fat four-eyed bitch made ass. This ain't what Justin wants. And Justin know this ain't what he wants. Justin is a crook. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. And just as hard as I fought, just because I thought when you came to me and you sat down and told me with your head down, I'm gonna do right. I took you as a man. I took you at your word. But then when I see that you are now in bed with the instant runoff vote folk who plan to shuffle the black vote around and the white vote too. And white folk, this ain't good for you either. You plan to shuffle the votes around. You voting and they just throw your vote out. Your vote don't mean nothing. And then they can take your vote and place your vote on somebody that you didn't want. Something is wrong with that. And they're buying these Negroes and putting these Negroes on the block. They buying Negroes for nickels and dimes and putting them out front. You don't see Negroes doing commercials, singing the praises of Steve Morroy, who I called, and Steve Morroy, I invited him to come on the show. I've invited Steve Morroy to say he had the debate with Edmund Ford Jr. on why you think that it should happen. But you won't return my call, Steve. I invited you, Steve. this is what you want. You're the mastermind. And I called you and invited you. I left a message. As I finally got a hold of your number, I left a message for you to call me. And you won't call me. You won't come on the show. But what you're doing is you're buying yourself good Negroes. And when you buy yourself good Negroes, you letting the Negroes come to the black community, and you think that we are going to sit back and allow ourselves to be the seed. Bring that thing up again. Let me go and see if I can find something. I ain't gonna try to call Justin no more. He won't answer my call. Let's see if I can make another call.
This is Steve Mulroy. Please leave a message at the tone and I'll be back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Sorry, that mailbox is full. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
How come I can't get nobody to answer my call? I can't get a damn conversation. Why won't nobody talk to me? Steve, you sent your lackey out to call me, and I told your lackey, I cussed this ass Frankfurt out. Y'all forgive me, those of y'all that heard me the other night on social media. Why won't you talk about me? Y'all said I wouldn't give you a fair shot. So I want the head man. I want none of the lackeys. I don't want none of the cronies. And ain't none of you good Negroes coming on my show to represent white folks. We ain't gonna even do that one now. Earl Fisher, Doc, you sent a message to somebody who sent a message to Dale to tell me. Doc, you could have called me. And I still told you no. And I still told you that all you Negroes that I see on there, that you want this instant run on voting, that y'all been bought and paid by white folk, and you don't understand the damage that it's going to do to the black community, and that I am on this show, the Thaddeus Mansion, that platform that I control, I am going to come against you with all of the influence that I have on this TV and on social media, and let black folk understand that it does not help you. Justin Ford is a broke undertaker who can't get a job nowhere. He ain't burying nobody at the Justin Ford funeral home. He ain't burying nobody. You won't treat folk right, Justin. And when you come and you tell me, man, I've been wrong, I ain't gonna do that no more. And then I get calls from folk that you still owe from this particular campaign. But why won't Steve talk to me? I bring you on the show, I'll put Ed Ford Jr. on one side, you on the other side, and let y'all debate the pros and the cons. You say that it's so good. It must not be good. You must know that what I'm telling this community happens to be the truth, because you won't return my call. What's wrong? What's wrong? Steve Mulroy, why won't you call me? I left a message 2 days ago. I know your little box full now, you probably got it full, so I can't leave no more messages for you. But Steve, I think it's the coward's way that you won't come on the Thaddeus Matthews show and debate your position. Y'all buying Negroes left and right. I'm hearing just like there's a nephew going against his uncle, that there may be a daughter y'all done bought that may go against her dad. Perry Bond, I hear that you want to run for the same seat. You open to run. It's your right to run. But I'm hearing through the grapevine today that your daughter, Theron, plans to run against you. Are all you young Negroes for sale? And we talk about we need young folk. But if all of the young folk are being bought and paid off, what we gonna have? If you don't know your own political worth and what is happening in the black community, the reason that we cannot progress in the black community because we got black folk that's selling out. They'll sell you out in the church, they're selling you out in politics. What are we going to do? It's sad, but it's true. We're talking tonight about the auction block. I may even open up the phone lines tonight. Y'all tell Steve, call me. Tell him. And ask Justin. I'm going to try Justin one more time. Turn it up for me, T. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if I can find his number one more time. He's your county commissioner until September the 1st. Oh, that's Ed Ford Jr. I don't want to talk to Ed. I want to talk to Justin. I got all these Fords in my phone. Sorry, Ed Jr. Let me go to Justin. Justin's number. Junior, I didn't want you. I was trying to call your cousin.
Hold on 1 second. I can hear you. Say it one more time.
I wasn't trying to call you, Junior. I was trying to call your cousin, Justin.
Oh.
I was trying to ask him why he gonna run against his uncle.
Yeah, you gotta ask them what's going on.
Well,
in fact, his uncle was right in front of me. You know, they're celebrating 40 years of marriage.
oh yeah, that's right. Tell your mama and your daddy, and especially your mama, that I applaud her for being able to stay with your daddy for 40 years.
I said it just like that. In fact, been listening to you on Facebook. You just said it live. I think it just hurt.
Merle Ford and Ed Ford Sr., happy 40th anniversary of being together. I know it ain't been easy, Merle, but you are a fighter. And you and you come out being victorious. And tell your dad, I say, I need to talk to him in the morning.
That'll work. I'll do that right now.
Okay. Thank you, Junior. All right.
All right.
Now, let me go back. I had the wrong, I got all these different folds in my phone. Let me go back and see. Let me get the right folks that I want to talk to this time. Let's see. Let's see. Amen. Let's see. 661-9682. Is that the right one? 661-9682. Justin Fool.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
He'll just cut his damn phone off, ain't he?
Goodbye.
Huh? That ain't blocking, is it? 661-9682. That's a number. Maybe I hit it wrong. Let me try. 661-9682. Ain't that the right number?
That's the correct number.
661, area code 901, 661-9682. Let me, I know he wouldn't block me from cut his phone off. Let's try him again.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Lord have mercy. That, you said that is the right number. You got it over there. 661-9682. That's the number you got. So he ain't answering me at 661-9682. Why won't the commissioner? Is that how they block your number? At 661-9682? Or is he just cut the phone off? He wouldn't do that to me, would he?
Yes.
Not Justin Ford, who says he's there for the people. Lord, will y'all try his number for me? Maybe here, Jeff. Justin Ford. Justin? Justin? He didn't mean to call me. He just called. Huh? He didn't mean to call me. Let me down there. Maybe.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
You mean the county commissioner? Will y'all try to reach the county commissioner for me? And ask the county commissioner why he won't answer my phone. Since he won't answer me. Y'all call area code 901-661-9682. He's an elected official who says that he works for the people. You mean he won't answer? I'm a people. Okay? I'm a good people. Okay? Why won't he answer this people's call? Will y'all call the commissioner 661-9682 and ask him, brown-eyed Aquarius, you don't tell me who to leave alone. We're gonna leave you alone off the page. Well, y'all ask him why he running against his uncle. Family. And here's the key thing I want you to remember as I get ready to go to commercial break. That if he'll cross his family, his blood family, his daddy's baby brother, elect him, what will he do for your family? If he'll cross his family, don't you think he'll cross yours? I'm the baddest man on TV. I'm Thaddeus Matthews. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Now, a bitch gonna come here and tell me to leave him alone. Bitch, fuck you. He ain't got no money, baby, so if he fuck you, you just done got yourself fucked. That's it. In more ways than one. You double fucked. You know double Dutch, double fuck. Mm-hmm.
Water up there, right?
Yeah. Woo. Do y'all have this problem with Negroes in y'all cities around the country? Sell out niggas. Woo. Woo. Who's hungry? Huh?
You feel that thing it out?
What thing? That one right there? it's hot in the studio. We're in commercial break. If that's all you're here for is for the comments, you don't even need to be on the page. Yeah, take them off. Take them off.
No.
Thirty seconds. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Look like this entire week we've been on this subject of having to deal with Negroes who are deceiving us. To get that that thing about the instant runoff voting ready, okay? Maybe some of you have missed what I've been talking about the instant runoff voting. And it's very important here in this county. You need to see exactly what is going to be done with your vote, how they can take your vote and just give it to whoever they want to do. This is what it's all about. There is a group, the instant runoff vote group, they just want to deceive us. Look, T, put it up there and let the people see. Turn it up so I can hear it in the studio.
How ranked choice voting could actually determine a win of an election. In this votes for Joe, 7 votes for Patrice, and 4 votes for Frank. In this example, there are 100 voters, so 51 votes is needed for a majority win. In a traditional election, the type that has been used for decades, if no one got a majority of votes, there would be a runoff between the 2 top vote getters. In this case, Janice and Emily. Voters would have the opportunity to listen to these 2 candidates and their positions and make a final choice in a traditional runoff election. That's how democracy works. But with ranked choice voting, it's not one person, one vote. In this case, people have 3 votes to choose the first, second, and third place choices. With ranked choice voting, an algorithm is used to determine the winner. Since Frank has the lowest number of votes, he is eliminated, and his votes go to the voters' second place vote. After election officials do a recount, Janice gets these votes, so she now has 44 votes. After the recount,
Cut it up a little bit. T, cut it up a little bit.
Sorry, Patrice. Election officials now do a recount to move her votes to her supporter's second choice, Frank. But because Frank was already eliminated, they moved to the third choice, Steve. Adding these third place votes to Steve, he now has 25 votes. Election officials do another recount and find that Joe is in last place and is eliminated. Election officials look to see what the second place votes were, and they were for Frank, who has already been eliminated. So they look to the third place, and that would be Patrice, but she was also eliminated. So where do these votes go? Essentially, they get thrown out into the trash and not counted. These are called exhausted votes. The election officials do another recount and find Emily is in last place with 20 votes, and she is eliminated, and her second place votes go to Steve, so now he has 45 votes. Another recount shows Janice has the lowest number of votes and is eliminated, leaving Steve the winner in this ranked choice voting election. But how can that be? The winner needed 51 votes to get a majority, and Steve only got 45. He was third in the popular vote and would not have gone to the runoff in a traditional election. But with ranked choice voting, he won? And what about the 11 voters who had their ballots tossed in the trash and not counted? If you recall, the difference between Steve and Janice was just 1 vote. How would these 11 people vote if given the choice between Janice, who came in first place, and Steve, who came in third? These voters were disenfranchised with ranked choice voting. So let's review the ranked choice voting method. The third place candidate won after shuffling second and third place votes around. He would not have won in a traditional election that has been used for generations. He did not have a majority of the votes. More voters voted against him than for him. Those that insist ranked choice voting guarantees a majority winner are just
30
wrong.
seconds.
It doesn't add up. A whopping number of votes were thrown out, much more than the difference between Janice and Steve. This would never have happened in a traditional election where it is 1 person, 1 vote. In conclusion, numerous cities have repealed or rejected ranked choice voting over the past few years.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So you see how unfair that is? See, in 2008, 10 years ago, Shelby Countyans voted for that. You didn't know what you were voting for. Y'all remember when the Charter Commission came into being, they were just changing stuff around. That was one of the things that you voted for. What we've got to do is vote yes to repeal, okay? Those of you on Instagram, y'all timing out. I'm gonna bring you right back. You didn't know what you were voting for. Okay? You didn't know what you were voting for. And look, they waited 10 years. They know that black folk hell, you didn't know what you were voting for then, you damn sure don't know what you're voting for now. So they playing the tricks on you. It's trick or treat. Trick or treat. So they're tricking you. They're playing games with you. So you got certain council members now that what they're trying to do, because see, you get 2 terms, and then you gotta wait a whole term before you can run again. You got some council members right now that they wanted this to come off of the ballot to vote against this, so that they can put running a 3rd term on that. You can run 3 terms instead of 2 terms. Let me show you, there are games that are going on in politics. And what white folk understand is that your memory is not long, that you're not educated, you're not voter educated, you don't study the issues, and you're going to believe what you hear them tell you, or the good Negroes that they're going to send you with their message. Their message is they're going to want you to vote for it. They're going to want for you to support it. I'm hoping that what I heard about Janice Fully Love accepting money, I hope it's wrong. But if Janice gives up her seat prior to the 90 days, that the city charter allows 90 days. I'm hearing that Monroe went and tried to find out that where you can't hold 2 offices at the same time. But the city charter does not say that. You may not can hold 2 county positions at the same time, but the city council is a city position and the charter of the city of Memphis. Now, what you're going to hear from these smart white peoples who are conniving, who are demonic, who are liars and deceivers. You're going to be hearing them say, well, they shouldn't be holding those 2 offices. Edmund Ford Jr. has a list of petitions of people in his district, the people that voted him in, that says, Edmund, we want you to stay in office for the 90 days. He's got petitions. But Monroe's folk, because they have an agenda against the 1 person, 1 vote rule, they have an agenda that says, we want to do what we want to do. We want to appoint what we want to appoint. And see, here what we're going to do is, we're going to go get some of them ambitious Negroes. They'll run bond. We're going to go get Justin Foe. We don't care that he's dividing his family. He's weak like that. So if he will divide his family, he'll divide the rest of the community. He's a nigga that we can get cheap. He ain't got no job. So he ain't got no job. We got him. Oh, we got him. We can make him do for us what we want done. And then once we get him on the council, if we could get him elected, he's going to be our good monkey. He'll do what we tell him to do, because he ain't got no money. His funeral home is a failure. What he gonna do now? At least on the city council, he got a check. Now, he ain't got no check coming in from the county commission. So what he gonna do now? And he's ambitious. He wants to be a politician. His name Ford. He wants to be, he gonna be the only felon forward. Yeah, he gonna be a failing forward. He's a failing forward. He lost in a district that he was supposed to win. If he had got out, knocked on doors and shook some hands and put his signs up that his uncle was giving him for free. He's a turncoat. when you turn on your own kin peoples. What kind of Negro does that? What kind of Negro turns on his own people and then wants your support? Then wants your support. He got a sign up. Go and look on my Facebook page. Elect appointed. He can't get appointed. He will not get appointed. The council does not respect him. Remember, Ed Ford Sr. has been there. He served 8 years. The people in that, look, I was in, what's that, Cash Savers yesterday. The folks love Ed Ford Jr. in that Riverview community, in that district. They know what Ed Ford Jr. and Sr. have done, will do. And they know that they are not controlled. Ed, I got to get with you in the morning because we need to go ahead on and cut you a commercial and get it on the air. Ed Ford Sr. intends to run for the office. Anybody else that wants to run, can run. It's open. Because all y'all gonna do is tell is split the votes among yourselves anyway. So Ed gonna get his votes. That's gonna happen. But even with that being the matter, how does Justin justify running against his uncle? How do you justify that? I tried to call him. I wanted to get an answer. Alexis Maximus Detroit, are you speaking to me? You need to find yourself real quick. Are you gonna be gone? See, y'all using the term Uncle Tom, and see, that means that you're unread when you use the term Uncle Tom. That means that you're going by what you've heard Negroes say all these years. Uncle Tom was the good one. It was Sambo that was the sellout. Go read the book, Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. And you'll find that it was Sambo that was the sellout Negro. Sambo, the sellout Negro. Learn your terminology before you start repeating what you've heard. Uncle Tom. That's a compliment because Uncle Tom was a fighter for the people. Okay? He was a fighter for the black people. Justin Ford, I'm almost embarrassed for you that you are so weak as a young man that white folk can just buy you and get you at a cheap price. They ain't gave you no whole lot of money. They gave you no whole lot of money. They don't have to give these sellout Negroes no whole lot of money. And that's with the sellouts all over black communities, all over this country. Don't have to offer you no whole lot of money. How much is that Negro in the window? Put him there on the auction block. Oh, give me. You know how they do that fast talk when they're auction. 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, oh, here, 30, 30, 30, 30, oh, we got 50 over here, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, give me, can I get 65, 65 right here, oh, 75 right here, so, can I get 100 for this nigga right here, $100, can I get 105? Sold for $100. But I'm gonna call y'all asses out. The plan ain't gonna work. I know them white folks just as mad at me as they can be, but you can kiss my entire black ass. Kiss it. In fact, kiss it so deep to push you back. We are not in this community going to allow the sellout Negro to no longer exist and sell this community out. There ain't nothing you can do about me. Ain't nothing. I ain't for sales, so you can't offer me no money. Because if you offer me some money, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. Yes, I am. See, if all y'all offering is $300, hell, my shoes cost that and more. But then now I'm hearing you gave $20,000. That don't excite me either. Jesus. I can use $20,000 right now, pay 2 or 3 bills, but you can't give it to me, brother. That's the reason I work. That's the reason I'm in business. That's the reason this is an independent broadcast. You ain't got nobody you can even tell on me. The guy from the IRV, the instant runoff, you thought you could run to Debbie, send an email, and invite yourself on my damn show. That's when I cussed your ass completely out. I cussed you so bad, I took that show down because I called you some real, they was true and I meant exactly what I said. I meant it. I ain't scared of white folk. And I ain't scared of you handkerchief head Negroes either. And when our people wake up and understand that we do not have to be deceived by the deceiver, that we have to come up with plans and strategies ourselves, then will we be free. You're not free. You still waiting on the white man to deliver you. And I got to tell you, you white folk who you don't agree with the power brokers, y'all need to speak up as well. If you think what is wrong, then why don't you speak up? Don't hide yourself because you white, because they don't give a damn about you. If you low and moderate income and you white, the white power brokers in this city don't give a damn about you. And when you say, why do you use the word white power broker? Because ain't no Negro in town a power broker. Ain't none of them Negroes in politics power brokers. I told you what that boy, what's that boy's name that they elected, Lee Harris? You in for some real surprises. You in for some real surprises for him. And he goes back and get AC Warden. Do I ever guest speak at churches? Hell, they ain't gonna call me to no church. Pastors in this town, they scared to invite me to their church. They ain't gonna have, oh God, no. No, they ain't gonna, oh Jesus, They ain't gonna invite me to their little churches. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I get preachers around the country. I got a preacher down there in Temple, Texas. Sit in my office. And I don't usually let folks sit in my office no hour. And we ain't talking about no money. Man, I'm gonna get you down here in Temple, Texas. What's his name? Demetrius somebody. Then you went down to my car when you got back. Oh man, I'm gonna bring you here in February. Negro, just gonna say you scared to bring me. Because I ain't gonna bullshit the folk. Because my tour would be called Bullshit from the Pulpit Tour. I had to straighten the preacher out on the radio in Milwaukee this morning. And the conversation went good for an hour. Then a brother calls in and says, and we were talking about money and the church. And the guy wanted to jump this guy because he said that he was not a part of the church. And I had to let in on it. The reason that folk are not in this organized church thing the way some of you organized church goers think they should is because they're tired of the bullshit from the pulpit. They're tired of the game that's going on. They're tired of all the money going into the church and there is no ministry. There is no output. I'm sorry if I ain't like your grandmama's pastor, but I'm the real deal. I'm gonna tell you just like this, and don't give a damn whether you like the truth or not. But Justin, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Shame, 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 shame. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. How is it that you can turn on your own uncle? And that lets the people know that if you will turn on your uncle, you'll turn on the people, because all you care about is a political office, and you don't give a damn about the people. You'll give us the facade that you care, and you'll do enough to make it sound as though you care. But when we look at your heart, we see that your heart is black, that you're evil, that you're demonic, that you have no love in your heart. Because a man that will go and turn his back and stick a knife in his own family member, you ain't. Shh. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Huh? What? Do what?
I have pushed the button.
All right, we're in commercial break. Rosemary Wright, what's up? On Instagram. All right. Camden, Arkansas. Did we get somebody join the church today, man? Are you the person saying, man, that joined the church today, the ministry from Camden, Arkansas? Yeah, Facebook, yeah. Go back and pull that message up. Bullshit from the pulpit. I'm trying to think of another strong one to do like that one. Watching from Baltimore. Simone Ballard, Bullet. You can't stay on my page when you ain't got no face. I don't like talking to faceless people. You're gonna have to go. Get your face and come back. Oh, it's hot, Jesus. I'm coming up on the rough side. I'm singing that crazy ass song. Let me see. Turn this up for a minute, T. T, turn this up for a minute. Turn it up for me. I want to check something. don't know why I ain't in here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Snake bite. Your mama got bitten by a snake and brought your ass into the world. Got bucked by a snake. Let's see homecoming. My boy Billy Thompson said, "Oh, I don't know who Billy Thompson is." How many more we got? I can look the block. You motherfucking right. Like Bobby Lyrics, like I'm finna block your motherfucking ass. Since you said I'm looking for somebody to block, motherfucker, you it. Anybody else got anything smart to say? Pittsburgh, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe I put on my Steelers gear tomorrow on the TV. Is this the last one? Okay. Keep this up. South Carolina in the house. Woo.
$30 seconds.
All right.
$20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
$10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Man TV show. If you give these politicians a chance, they'll treat us like a chain of food. Sing, reread.
What's the name?
Franklin who died today, and naturally here in Memphis they say, you know, this is the same day that Elvis Presley died. Man. And bring Elvis into this too. What your daddy said. Yeah, that's what politicians do to us. They treat us like a whole chain of food. But what do we have to say to the politicians? We got to tell them, Ray, ain't no way. The late, great Aretha Franklin. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. For me to love you. If you want.
Can you turn that up a little bit?